What's up, Snaz? Our audio levels. Let me check it. This is me talking a lot before I check my audio levels on the other screen. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That test went terrible. Like, and I mean terrible because there's, now you hear the echo. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try this. There's like no delay when you stream to your own desktop. No delay at all. Hey, Professi! 0689, thank you for that sub. I finished your Omni video 5 minutes ago. Really? Did you like it? How was it? You must have liked it a little, or you probably wouldn't be here, right? Probably say, nah. I'd stay elsewhere, so I'm guessing you're into it. I'm glad you like it. Alright, according to this, a follow will show up on the list, huh? Trying to figure out some stuff in Stream Elements is a little hard. Entropy! Omni video was great, only wish it had an extra game so we could enjoy it longer. Well, by all means, my friends. If that is what you want, if one more game of a deck I really like to play is what you really, really want, you sure know how to push my buttons. You sure know how to get me to do what you want. What do you think of the new XP system? I made my first video with it today, so that is... You will be able to find out exactly what I think of it if you watch my YouTube video. I think it's in 2 days that it will come out. If you want the TLDR, TLDW. I just felt scammed the whole time. And remember, I didn't read about how to maximize it or who should get it or who shouldn't. I just was like, buy, done, play. And it felt scammy. It felt scammy to me, you guys. Which deck is your favorite? I've got so many new decks to try, I'm not sure yet. We're kind of looking for the answer to that question. What deck is your favorite? Hey, Rickard, welcome to the show. Elementals look crazy. There's a lot of elementals out there, my friends, and yes, pretty crazy. The Sultai Toolbox by Giraffe was very promising. You think so? I feel like I've played that type a lot, and I don't mean to come off super negative CGB, but I feel like I've really tried with that deck, and it just keeps coming up short. There's something too clunky about it. I feel like the value 2 and 3 drops just aren't impactful enough. Maybe there's some better cards we could be running. Promising being fun to watch you play. Whatever you enjoys, I here to entertain. Feather? We're doing feathery things. All right. Gift it. Hopefully we hit a root snare next turn to go with the Narset. But we're already working our way up to a epic flood. What, you don't believe in the Guild Globe? Right, Justice didn't watch my new video. It's today's YouTube. Today's YouTube hype. Don't freak out. All right. Narset. This is probably gonna die. She knows 88 meditations and a Jaint 1. All right, bonus card. So the opponent has to kill the Narset, or we just get to do our thing, but next turn we can gift, and then that's 4 permanents. So they kind of have 2 turns to kill us through life gain. Oh, their creatures are gonna be huge though. Okay. Neoform does make some decision making. So like there was that game against Red where I think we chained with Xanafer and Neoform to get Agent of Treachery to steal the Chandra or something like that. Like that was I enjoyed that. Like those kind of turns are exciting. Those kind of turns really do it for me. Do they scry top or bottom? I guess we'll see. Okay, they're going bottom. Oh, they went face. They must have a way to kill the Narset. Tell me you have a way to kill the Narset. No, that's not... They know about the Flood of Tears. All right. All right. It's minus first. What? No. This is how we do it. All we need is to find one of our Tamios and it's over. Opponent says good game. I mean, maybe, but that's the loop. That's endless Flood of Tears is what that Tamio is. It's over. Every time we put the Omniscience back out, we put our cards back out, we draw. It's ogre now. It's over. WinCon? Well, we'll see if the opponent lets us do it. It's Jace. It is Jace. We deck ourselves and we use Jace. Hey, Angry Lobster. I will cheer for you as soon as I get a chance to. My priorities right now are to end this game in reasonable fashion because the opponent, if they wanted to sit through the combo, I wouldn't want to make them wait longer than necessary, being kind of a dick. Thank you very much. Can we get some hype in chat for the Angry Lobster? 8 months on that tier 1 sub. Thanks for supporting the channel. $4.99 a month. Have you guys done the math? Let me do the math for you. 10 times 4 equals 40 hours of streaming a month. You divide that by $5. $5 divided by 40 hours. You're only paying 13 cents an hour for the content. 13 cents for an hour of content. Don't know if you thought about it that way, but it's a pretty good deal. It's a lot cheaper than going to the movies. I can tell you that. It's a lot cheaper than going to the movies. If the whole world gave me 13 cents an hour, if everybody who watched gave me 13 cents an hour, I would make that rate a lot better for you. I'd be able to stream 40 hours a week instead of 40 hours a month. Holy crap. I would be going so ham. Oh, do I need this? I guess I just need the permanence, right? I don't have the flood. I don't have much of anything with this hand. The question is, when do I cast it? Because if I'm going tap land again next turn, I can't play it. I guess I'll just keep it on top. Maybe I'll draw into an untapped land so I don't disrupt my curve. I guess turn 4 is the untapped land because we have the gift to make sure we can Tamiyo. Better value than the mastery system. That's what we're going for. That's the frickin' bar, Blizzard. The mastery system is the bar we're trying to rise above. Paradise Druid. Gift of Paradise. Bring it on out. Check the fandom decks out. What? What fandom decks? Exclamation point decks. That's kind of funny. The fandom decks. Where are the fandom decks? They must be on Aether Hub, right? Is that what you're talking about? What did we just do? Dawn of Dreams. Look at your top 7. Put 2 of them into your hand. Ruh-roh. So we can guess they're going to be doing some shenanigans. Now this is a nice cheat. Watch this. Watch this. Look at that. Now we go plus Guild Globe. Oh no, I should have named Flood of Tears. That's the other thing I would have named. No. I have another one. It's gonna be fine. Ah, Nissa. Hate you. You scumbag, Nissa. Okay, we're doing all this. What's our next trick? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, can we just flood now? We could flood now, but does it say non-land? It does, so this stays a 3-3. That's a problem. We also don't have an omniscience. We could try to hit one. I feel like we have to get a flood back, though. Just to have it. I don't think the opponent would move the Krasis. If we get a flood back and play the Krasis... No, we need 2 permanents. What am I thinking? What am I thinking? Okay. There's no root snare. Get the flood. Now next turn we'll flood, but our opponent will have 6 mana, so we're going to have to try to find omniscience and go off as quickly as we frickin' can. Suck it up, guys. We're gonna take a lot of damage, then we're gonna try to recover. Opponent's probably gonna do infinite awesome too. Please no lizard wizard, amen. This deck kind of thrives on the idea that the format is missing, like, counter magic. Let's intimidate them with our thermonuclear cat. Gonna send him a message. We're coming for ya. Our kitten is coming for ya. And purr. And do some purrs. Hi, kitty. Hey, kitty. Aw, it's so cute. So cute. Having so much fun, kitty. Yeah, kitty. Back to thermonuclear. Okay, the opponent tapped their lands and didn't attack us. I'm loving this. I feel like this gives me a real chance. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 mana. I guess I can reattach one of the Gifts of Paradise to an untapped land, right? And then I have 3 mana, so I can play a Narset. I think that's better than, like, dumping a Tamiyo. Although, if I dump a Tamiyo and plus it, I can try to get closer to Omniscience. That's big game. So I need to put a Tamiyo on the field. I can also replay a Guild Globe. I guess that's fine. Oh, this gets close to Omniscience too, and I have the gift back down. Mana is what it's all about. All right, let's do it. The Tamiyo is the best cheat, but the gift is, I think, the best way to have more mana next turn. We could just put another gift down. Then that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana next turn. Not quite enough to Tamiyo back. But I guess mana is the name of the game. At this point, we just need to keep moving the mana and the card draw forward. We want to get to a point where we can play Tamiyo and use Flood of Tears the same turn to keep the opponent off. If they turn all their lands into elementals, that's pretty bad, but they still need to keep redeploying. Mana stack? What's mana stack? Huh? Since when did I have a mana stack account? That's really old school. Is the deck list available anywhere? The Aether Hub extension should be active. You should be able to see it on your screen. And there should be an export function that you can hit. Can anybody, can some regulars confirm that the Aether Hub extension is working for me, please? It works, cool. All right, Nissa made another 3-3. The 3-3s are getting busies. What else you got? That's it? You have a Llanowar elf you could play. No, they discard that. They left up 2 mana. Any theories as to what they can do with 2 green mana? I'm not sure. I like that we draw the Root Snare, though. We can now defend our Narset and our Tamiyo, so I think those are the play. More tears. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Can Tamiyo get a land? No, not yet. But I could plus and probably hit one, right? Of course, if I whiffed, it would be just so sad. But I'm probably more likely to hit it than with the globe. And I do have a backup Tamiyo. No, wait, I don't get the plus in first. I don't get to plus in minus the same turn. Why am I so dumb sometimes? All right, come on, hit the land drop. Let's do this. Did it. Sweet. Gotta keep those lands coming, team. If we don't, we'll eventually get run over for it. I know that we can't name it. I thought for some reason I could plus to put a land in the graveyard, then minus to get another one, so that was stupid. No More Tears is an Ozzy Osbourne song. Some people get that reference. Hey, Bindorado, welcome. Does anyone have a Mac and have Aether Hub working for them? Good question. I have a Mac right behind me. If I'm playing this, do I see the extension? I see the loot extension. That's not what I'm really going for. Deck Hub is supposed to be active. There it is. Well, it's okay, the window shows up. The window definitely shows up. Hey, I'm trying to help. Everybody's got their needs. You don't like the BM? Okay, I'm sorry. People and their needs. We'll make their Crassus much less draw your deck. We are playing Flood of Tears combo. Behold. Yeah, exclamation point decks does take me to my Aether Hub account. You kind of have to scroll to look for it, but I think this one is the Flood of Tears YouTube deck. I think it's like 3rd or 4th from the top. But all my decks are listed there, so you can definitely find it if you don't mind looking around. No, that was a bad click. Do have to try to remember to take the Tuesday ones off there. They kind of sit there for a long time and make sadness. All right. Omniscience. $10. All right. Omniscience. Look at that 2021 Hydra hype. Groggy with the sub. Thank you so much, my friend. Give you some applause. Where is it? Cheer. Where do I cheer? Ah. Thank you. Groggy's been with me for 11 months now, almost the full year locked in. So bouncing this, I guess I got to. Yeah, negate. Wow. Okay, 1, 2. Good. So that's good game. Just main decking those negates in their ramp deck. I guess they has gone bananas. I had a feeling they had the negate. This deck doesn't beat negate. There is a version that you can play with Little Teferi. So, like, in a more competitive meta, or if people actually do run negate against you, Little Teferi makes a big difference to keep your key spell from being negated. So you can run that, get some white mana into the deck. So, Temple, and what's the other one? White and blue is Fountain. You also have a lot of ways to like produce multicolored mana, so you don't need too many. Like, you're probably just good. I'm cutting you, Reliquary Tower. I know. Break some hearts. But, like, this is another way that you can do it. Pretty close to Barcelona. Yeah, closer than I thought I'd be. 400 out of 650. We're getting there, which is nice. I will tell you, honestly, I'm going to go regardless, but any help is appreciated. And I'm trying to figure out ways to do content while on the trip so as not to leave anybody without. All right, so what do we cut when we're Teferrying? Probably some, I mean, the root snare recursion probably isn't nearly as important now that we have a way to sort of gain some tempo. So it's probably the root snares. You probably still want one, maybe even two, so that you can stay alive against the wrong types of things. The Crassus is probably, it's just like a second win con that a deck probably doesn't need. In fact, it should probably be a Nissa, like one Nissa. I think that makes a lot more sense. Maybe we just run this as a 3. Maybe this can be a 3. Is a little bit redundant. What's better, the Globe or the Utopia? Probably the Utopia, to be honest. Something like this. Yeah, probably something like that. We'll be tuning as we go. I shouldn't name it Flood. Just call it No More Tears. Alright, so we'll mark that as the deck. We'll hit the save button. I'll even put a URL here in chat. Some of you want it right now. Seems to be a lot of hype for the deck. Ali Eldrazi played a cool version. Seth Manfield played a version in the release event. I've seen lots of people trying it out. MTG Lies? Oh, I remember. That was like keeping track of how often they lied to us about Magic Duels. That's some old school stuff, Justice. That's some old school stuff. All right, we mold. Hey, Rosado, welcome to the show today. Pretty slow hand on the draw. Hope for the best. Beautiful chat is right. Best chat in the biz. Okay, we might want Teferi here. Grixis looks to be obnoxious. Never mind, that's a reanimator. Oh boy. Probably gonna have to bounce something with a Teferi. Probably better to reef here, then hopefully hit a land. Okay, this is gonna get awkward if we don't draw another land. I really want to Gift of Paradise into a Guild Globe. I want to hold this until this somehow gets reanimated from the graveyard. Treachery Pig? What? Well, there's an Agent of Treachery. You mean a Treachery Boar God. So bouncing this can keep the opponent from reanimating next turn. No, it can't. It can't. So we just need to bounce what they reanimate. If they take one of my lands, that's really negative. And I think it means that I don't even want to play a Gift of Paradise this turn because they'll reanimate it. I'll go, I guess if they Treachery and take my gift land, I can bounce the gift. It's not great though. I guess I make them have it with the Gift of Paradise, though. Just gotta do it. Just can't be a coward stream. I mean, that's really good with double reef. I guess we'll try it. Does the opponent have the reanimation jutsu right now? Reanimating the boar to blink Treachery every attack? I have not seen that. It looks like the opponent's going to hurt us. I agree. They are probably doing something nastily degenerate. Pond of Revival, riding Regisaur. What do we get? Treachery taking gift would be pretty aggro, but I don't know. They want a dragon. Does this have haste? No. And what do they put in their hand? Probably Supplier, right? Maybe they want the Regisaur. So the question will be, no, this doesn't put these put lands onto the battlefield, not into hand. So I think we just want to do gift over here. Time Raveler. Hopefully hit our land drop here. There could be haste, and I'm not winning with damage. I'm just gonna hold my Reef back. Just gonna hold the Reef back. So we're happy to have our Time Raveler now, aren't we? We have 2 gifts, we have 6 mana, we have 4 permanents with Flood of Tears. If we draw an Omniscience, we can kind of do it. We can definitely do it if we draw an Omniscience off the top. Yes. Okay, now we can have instant speed Flood of Tears. See if we can station a land. I don't think we want to Flood of Tears right now, though. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Leave this. Untap this. That makes 5 mana with Nissa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Crazy. I think we keep waiting though. Thinking. I think we just keep waiting for a hot minute. I'm not very scared of 7/6 yet. And this ramp is real. Alpha Buddha with the Twitch Prime sub for 3 months. Thank you for believing in me and sticking with the CGB family for the last 3 months. Can we get some hype in chat for the sub? They make it possible for me to be around. Your go. Thank you very much, you guys. Golden Demise is rude. And quite the setback. What did the opponent discard? They rediscarded the dragon. They go face not to Teferi. Okay. Did it. Unless our opponent has negate, but it doesn't matter because we have a Time Raveler. So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We need to draw a land. And then we can Flood of Tears. How about if we play Nissa though? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Okay. We did it. Pretty sure we're just infinite here. Pretty sure they can't beat us.
Together we will prevail.
Actually, let's just tap this for mana first.
Rise, my elemental friend.
And Omniscience. Seems good.
I am not going to sit this one out.
But yep, just infinite now. The only hope the opponent had was to counter this Teferi on the way back down.
Ruling you will be such. Seek and find.
Got him. Oh yeah, it's bully CGB time. I'm going to try to play fast, you guys, but the win condition is to empty our own deck and cast Flood of Tears over and over and over, getting it back over and over with Tamios until we have no deck, and then Jace ourselves, and that's game. Yay! Dutch game! Bully CGB is best CGB. Glad you like it. Glad you guys like it. Holy crap. But we saw Teferi like had a big impact on that game, and we don't even know if our opponent plays negate or anything like that. They might. How are you liking the new update? So far so good. I'm still not clear what the good decks are. So maybe we'll play some of that today and try to find out. We can play the Time Raveler because we have an Urban Utopia and a Gift of Paradise. CGV is MTG God. That is overstated. Have you tried any Chandras? There's a video going up on my YouTube. I'll be there in just a day or two. Gonna bottom that. I think I'm at risk of flooding out. I think it's in 2 days. Yeah, July 5th. Today's the 3rd. So in 2 days, you'll get a video called Is Chandra Tribal Good? Where I attempt to answer exactly that question. Looks like our opponent might be going for vampires. I'm curious to see how this turns out. This is where having the fogs would probably be better than a Time Raveler. But Time Raveler can buy some time. Oh my. What's the play? In Time Raveler the token, leave the opponent with a 2/2 that attacks here. We could play the Risen Reef. Could chump block it away if we really wanted to, but it might ramp us. I think it's the Reef. I think the Reef's the best. Okay. Now we're definitely not chump blocking. Unclaimed territory. Dusk Legion Zealot draws a card. Conclave Tribunal, the Reef. Hype? Really? Okay. That's a lot of extra value when we bounce the Tribunal. Do I want to let my opponent flip their landing next turn? I could definitely take some steam out of their sails. Is it better just to play a Gift of Paradise and draw a bonus card and have 6 mana the following turn and let them flip this though? What I want to do is Narset and either be able to hit the Flood or hit a Fog in the same turn to stay alive. And we could also Narset into Time Raveler if we do it that way. So much mana of any color, you guys. Okay, got our untapped land for next turn. Twilight Prophet, somebody is still a believer. All right, are we gonna find the Flood? That's gonna be the question now. Root Snare will have to do. It's a good one. Too bad I don't have one more mana for it, but I'm pretty sure that using it here is right, so we get another activation out of Narset to find Flood. Arterial Flow, no! That's really mean. That's really mean. What's the bin? 1, 2, 3, 4. I have enough permanents if I find the Flood. The Risen Reef can block, so I think it's got to be the Guild Globe. I should probably think it through carefully, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tamiyo can get back a Root Snare. I can't draw my way into either one. So Guild Globe, Time Raveler, what do you bounce? Right now it can bounce a Tribunal to get back another Risen Reef, which is pretty good, but Narset gets so much deeper. I think it has to be the Narset. All right. No card draw for you. Love it. I'm sure there's a Flooded Tears top 5, right? That's what we need. I'd take a Tamio. Tamio can recur Root Snare. That would be enough. I doubt our opponent's going to reveal an 8-drop. Hit me. That's not good. Do any of these keep us alive? I don't think the Nissa will. How about this? We're down to 3 mana, 4 mana potentially left, so now we need the other Root Snare. I think that's asking too much. That's up to 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Perfectly lethal. If I block any one of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, still lethal. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have to draw a Root Snare. I have to hit exactly the last Root Snare in the deck off the top. Not quite. Ouch. We went pretty deep without finding a Flood of Tears there, guys. Pretty deep. But I do feel like if we need to get that deep, maybe it would be nice to have one of those, what's the card? The new Dreams card? Dawn of Dreams, I think it's called? No? Drawn from Dreams? That's it. I feel like that would be a pretty good card to have in the deck when we need to be that deep. I wonder if it's better than Risen Reef, which... It was another 3-drop was the problem. Maybe this version has too many 3s. I love Risen Reef, I really do. I don't know if it's right to have it when you could be having like Narset and things like that. I like that it ramps, but I don't know if we need to. Maybe we can try it without that. Maybe more Narsets are where it's at, but the Narset probably just gets attacked. Maybe we add another Snare. Let's try it like this. Nasty playlist. You like it, Mighty? I like the saxophone. More saxophone the better on these playlists. That's my theory. I was watching the Simic version of this you put on YouTube. Did you like it? Alright. We don't have any 2-drops. Am I supposed to keep and get there? Any land off the top that's green, and we are gravy. It's a pretty good hand, although it's always going to be slow. Let's try it. I mean, this deck is kind of a crapshoot anyway, and if our opponent comes out just fast and furious, it's unlikely we can win no matter what we do. I guess what we're trying to set up here is Narset into Fog. If we set up Narset into Fog, we might be okay. But that's really the only hope. Being on the draw is just so crippling. Okay. Alright, let's try to have Teferi slow you down a little. Although we could play this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, and then it has to be Narset into Fog. But then if we hit and we pick up a land between the next 2 turns, we have Tamio for the Fog as well. If we play the Teferi Time Raveler, the opponent attacks that, and then I go down to 10, I guess I could make the play next turn? No, I can't. If I'm at 10, then I go back up to 13, and I get attacked for, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 10. Then the next attack is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's not lethal. So, gotta math. And I think this works out. The opponent could drop a Benelish Marshal and blow it all up, but they missed their last land drop. Oh, there it is. There it is. They could also ignore the Teferi. They're going ham. Do you have an elephant? I would appreciate it if you not attack me and play your elephant. That would be pretty hyped. I redid the Vamps deck from yesterday. I think straight aggro works better. Yeah, me too. I was looking at that a lot after our stream SXM, and I'm with you. I like the aggro version a lot. If I do one for YouTube, it'll probably be aggro. Oh my. But we have no permanence right now. It's going to be such a long road. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm at 9. So any Anthem is lethal. What if I play the Gift? Any Anthem is still lethal. How about anything to bring up the snub? Not exactly. Alright, Gift of Paradise. See, I was trying to figure out if I had time or a way to sneak out a Guild Globe. By the way, this is really bad if the white aggro player has Atomic, just saying. But I think it's too risky. We're going to be trying to cast a lot of fogs here. Even if we whiff on the land next turn, though, Narset might be able to find us one. They did have the Marshal. They did have it. We would have been dead. Attack all button? Or are you scared? Oh, they're going to Conclave Tribunal, the Gift of Paradise? No, they're not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I do have to cast the Snare. That's too bad. Land off the top. Clutch. Let's do this thing.
I like the hypothesis. The past is never forgotten.
We do have 6 mana. We can Flood of Tears. I'm just going to see if I can make it to the point where I can Flood of... Okay. What's your target? The Tameo? Nice. That's actually really good against Flood of Tears. If it were the Gift of Paradise, I'd be really scared. I'm trying to make it to the point where I can Flood with... But now what we can do is Flood next turn and minus Tameo to get back Flood. Who wants to attack? I mean, okay. I'll hold the Snare. I'm down with that. Opponent wants to play their Loxodon, that's fine with me. Like, Root Snare doesn't matter. That actually, like that play, it looks lovely, but it gives me another turn. Like, I don't have to Flood now next turn. I can try to build up my resources more. That's a good way to do it, too. So if I play this, then I have 4 mana. I can play a Globe and still have a Snare available. That's a big deal, because we're getting really close to where I can Flood and put down the Omniscience. I just have to get one more permanent snuck onto the battlefield first. Once looking at my 2 lands and the Root Snare they know about. I don't know why. Breeding Pool off the top. And go. It should send enough for lethal now. 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep. Gotta do it. Wait. When I say go. 1, 2, 3 makes... I think that's just it, right? I think we just drew the combo. I think we just drew enough to combo them. These are both gifts, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That'll do it. That extra turn mattered. We were in a good position anyway, but that really got him. We did it. It's game over, man. We just have to make sure we always play out 4 permanents. We got him. Out of there. Holy cow. Did you guys think we were dead? Did you think we was dead? Not today. What do we say to the god of death? That was an exciting one. Get your heart pumping. We were on the draw. We were way behind. Emotes are broken. Sorry, Justice. I hear that when you sub, you get more emotes. All right, let's try this. I'm glad you like my cheeky humor. I'm like, I hope I didn't make it mad. Nah. Right, Justice wouldn't be here this long if we didn't have a similar sense of humor. It's too bad I had to draw a temple. There's a Tamio. Tamio's probably going for Flood. That's a pretty nice drawn from Dreams, I think. Top card. We don't need more. Yes. Yes, please. Yes, I will take that. That's a good deal. No one's reading everything. Did they just have a lightning strike and they're not sure what to do with it? All right. Yes, please. Oh, refresh. You mean turn it off and turn it back on? CGB tech support here. What should you do? You should turn it off and turn it back on. Is it better to scry first if you have the other card draw lines up that turn? Depends if you need the card this turn or not and what you're hoping to scry for. It varies. It's situational. I think there, it's totally fine either way, to be honest. Because I wasn't going to do anything else that turn. So I've got 2 permanents. I should definitely try to get a 3rd down. Exposing my Jace and getting it killed is also totally fine. But we could play a Tamio. Like, what do we need? What would let us go off next turn? Nothing would let us go off next turn because we don't have enough mana. And none of these have an effect on the board, but it should be one of the Planeswalkers to try to get up to 4 permanents for the Flood as quickly as we can. Everybody thinks the Boar God is coming. What's up with you guys? Okay, we've been in Omniscience. It's interesting. Everybody's scared of that Boar God. I just built this deck. It's so fun. Yeah, it's pretty addicting, Bacon. I gotta tell ya. Pretty addicting. Bobbington says land, but I can't name land with Tamio. Big Pig is the only Gruul deck I've seen run Kiora. Sure. Oh, the Ceratops can gain haste. Sarah shenanigans. Look at that combo. Lighten it up. All right, 1. I don't have a way to see my top card. So let's name Root Snare, because if we hit that, we get to keep our Tamio. Root. Hello? Game crash? No. Scared me. Got it. Unfortunately, it means I can't play anything else this turn. Right? Because I'm on 5 mana. So I have to sit. Yeah, but I guess it's worth it. Maybe the opponent has that lightning strike that they paused with on turn 2 to kill our Tamio anyway. Could be bad, but we can still play Jace next turn and protect it. Groot Snare. His name is Groot. I've got Kiora in my Hydra Stompy deck. Hydra Stompy. Lovely. The Ceratops is shifting. Behold. Did you know you could draw a card when you play your Shifting Ceratops? It's so hype. See what the opponent chooses to attack here, knowing about the Root Snare. If they attack the Tamiyo, they force me to use the Snare to keep it, which I think is a good move. We're at 3 permanents. We need to pull a 4th off for the tiers to hit. We could do one without that though. Oh, they're going face. I am right on. I'll go to 10. I accept. I accept. I'm guessing a shock. It is a shock. All right. There's a globe. That's 1 permanent. Next turn can be Jace with 2 permanents, but I have to snare this turn. I could just bounce their stuff now, but then they just replay the Ceratops and beat me up with it. It's not great. I think it's better to get the Jace down and then protect it with the snare. Get those bonus cards, get the more expensive permanent onto the battlefield. Well, do you like land? Do you like land, team? Chat. Chat, you into land? What are the cats on the sideboard? They're pets. They're for 1, terrifying the opponent by going thermonuclear, and 2, love and affection, and 3, if you touch your opponent's pet, you're mean. You're nasty. They're nasty. But yeah, this is how you distract and intimidate an opponent who's thinking. You just get in their head. You'd be like, see what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna ignite you. What does everyone think of the new MP? What's an MP? I think I don't know what that word means. What we're abbreviating for. I think I don't understand abbreviation in this case. That's what I think. Do we have to abbreviate everything? So frustrating. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not quite there. There goes a Tamiyo. Could have used that. So if we bounce everything, the opponent can play their hasty thing and get us to 5. And then next turn we can probably Flood of Tears, do something amazing. But I can't get reloaded, that's the problem. If I Dawn of Dreams and miss though and don't hit a Root Snare or anything, I'm just dead. I think that trying to draw Dawn of Dreams into a Root Snare leaves the potential to just die, whereas this leaves the potential to live longer. And I think the longer we live, the better. Because just imagine if the Root Snare is 1 more card down, right? Let's see, permanents, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, imagine if the Root Snare is like 1 card lower. If it's the like 8th or 9th card down instead. This gets us closer to it. I spend my lunch money on the sub. Now I can at least enjoy the pets on stream. Thank you. I hope you still have food in your life. Here, these hearts are for you. These hearts are for you. This is what we'll do for subs. We'll pet our kitty. Oh, Kitty's like, no. Kitty's like, we gotta fight. Don't freaking give me this attention. We're at war. War, I say. All right, Ceratops. Time Raveler. Protection from blue is a thing, team. You can push it up to 7, but then the haste happens, so that's not very good. But now I do feel like it's a Dawn of Dreams turn. I guess we should Dawn of Dreams first, right? Because I can still Gift of Paradise my land if I hit. One. Combo. Can I get to it? I'm going to have one permanent on the battlefield after this turn. I don't think I'm going to get to it right away. But Flood of Tears just loses its effectiveness. So I think the next thing I need is Narset. To try to give me more chances to hit the next Root Snare or whatever it is. Let's tap careful. Don't want to blow it. I mean, it seems like this is just one of those decks where you just smash out all your stuff and what happens, happens, but there's a lot to it. There's a lot to it. Hey, Z Hero with the tier 1 sub, thank you very much. I'm gonna give the kitty has some hearts for you. We're gonna serve up some kitty hearts and serve up some kitty inferno just for you. We got some applause from the soundboard. Thank you very much for supporting the show. 2 months in a row. I guess I did something right in 30 days. So thank you. More Ceratops. Opponent does have to present lethal. Like, we make them spend their mana to keep their manes to keep presenting lethal, so. Hey, auto-renewed sub? That's no kappa, that's awesome. There's nothing about that that isn't amazing. Hey, Dova Design with the Twitch Prime sub, thank you so much. I mean, love on this cat for you. There you go. Woo! All right, now we can flood, but the flood, we die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I could play another Gift of Paradise, and the opponent wouldn't quite be able to play one of these, play 2 and give it haste, and I'd be back up to 10. But if I flood, I have to start over again. If I go for but the flood again is one of those things where it's a guaranteed survival for a turn, whereas Narset may not be. But at this point, I feel like it's time to move in on the Narset. I feel we've got a hit now. We need another Root Snare. We need something. A Tamiyo will do. We have enough mana to Tamiyo Root Snare. Okay. It'll be really bad, unfortunately, if our opponent is able to remove both with, like, shocks and burn spells. The opponent says, why won't you just die? Yes, our goal is to not lose for the maximum number of turns. Arrgh. I'm very frustrated, though, that I can't keep... I need to get more permanents snuck onto the battlefield to make the flood work and get ahead with it instead of just bounce. Ooh, are you... I can't allow that. I can't go to 1. They could have a burn spell. Okay. It's gonna get scary in here, friends. Opponent has used their burn spells well. They've had 3 shocks. They've drawn plenty of extra cards from the whatever this is. We need a land. We have 2 permanents, 3 permanents, 4 permanents. Yep. How about gift? If we spend 3, then we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, we need a land. And it's not a win, by the way. It's just a reset. It's just a reset. We don't have omniscience. Well, we didn't specify what kind of land we needed there, did we? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the opponent attacks for 10 if they have a land. This can get us back to, let's see, 1, 2, 3, gain 3 life. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we have to try for the globe. See, 1, 2, 3, gain 3 life. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we have to try for the globe. It's all coming down to the wire on this one, folks. Hit. One, two, three. Gift of Paradise. Go up to 8. By the way, we are trying to dodge the last shock. All right, Flood of Tears. Put a permanent onto the battlefield. The permanent has to be a Gift of Paradise to survive the attack that's coming. Because the opponent with a land can attack us for 11. Or for 10. And there's the land. There's the land. Oh my god. How many floods have we gone through? We've only 24 cards left in the deck. 1, 2 flood, 3 flood. I don't know if we're gonna be able to go off. How many snares? There's 1 snare left. How many Tamios? 2 Tamios, 1 snare to buy the time we might need. Here they come, down to 1. Terminator theme, all too appropriate. Hold on to your butts, emotes, please. I think that the best way to see what happens now is with Narset.
I have practiced this and keep an open mind.
Oh man, that's too bad. We can't gain enough life to survive the hit. Tamio requires 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to do it. So I'm probably going to need an untapped land and a guild globe. Yep, it's globe time. Hopefully they don't shock this one. Keep it coming, baby. Can they find a way to do some direct damage when I'm at 1 life? I guess a shock isn't gonna hit the Tamio this time. Or if it did, I'd laugh my butt off. All the decks look fat nowadays. This is a regular size deck. Dear God, this battle. The hype train is definitely out the station for this game. We have held on to our butts and we have to keep doing it. No, this deck is regular sized. For some reason with the update they changed how decks look. Oh yeah, that's not a lava, that's not a lightning strike, that's a lava coil. Yes. Punished. Nice Death Sea. Nice emote. Ay. What, you're not attacking me? There you go. Snare him. So what do I need to hit? Omniscience? Will that do? Probably. We're almost out of deck. I'm trying to think of what to name with this cameo. What to name? There's one more Flood. There's one Omniscience. This is my last cameo. It's so bad. It's so crucial. Now, if I had kept notes on everything I put on the bottom, I might know something that's near the top right now. I'm gonna start with the Narset. Opponents rubbing their cap for good luck. Another snare. The last snare. I'm really close to that Omniscience. I'm absolutely sure I am. But if I combo off, how would I get the Omniscience in my hand? I need to bounce, return, then play it. I feel like I'm really close to the Omniscience, but I also don't want to put the last Flood into the graveyard. So I think what I have to name is the Flood. The right Flood. I know I can hardcast the Omniscience, and we didn't hit it, so we're okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Can't play this untapped anyway. So I can't play Omniscience if I draw it. Let's get our Scry on. Don't really need another redraw right this second. We want the Planeswalkers out, right? Let's take the draw top deck Shock Kill Me with it off the table. They have something for 1 red. Oh, they have activation for Ceratops. Don't overthink it. Don't accidentally tap too much mana, please. All right, we're going at ya. We're having a cat fight. Cat fight. The last snare I will cast in this game. There will probably, I don't think there can be another one. The funny thing is I can't use my Tamiyo to get something back. I think I have to hit the Omniscience, and I think it's there. There's the field. Okay, let's do this. Or the Flood, I mean. I typed it in. It's not searching. Come on. Don't crash. There it is. Had to trust my gut. Had to trust my gut. What are we at? We're at 7. Just trying to think of anything I'm missing. Flood of Tears, cheat out Omniscience, draw my deck, game over. Whew. Thank you to everyone who held your butts. I'm sure it made a big difference. I'm sure your energy of butt squeezing reached me. I felt it and I competed harder. All right. So, yeah, oh my freaking god, that was incredible. Thanks, Wormy. Very epic game. Felt dead so many times. Had to hit again and again and again. It was like old school combo. So, the next deck I want to try out today I've got a lot of decks I want to try out, but I think I want to try out this elemental deck. I have some ideas to improve it, but first I'm going to open it up to all of you. What am I missing? What should I play in my elemental deck? I'm going to take a quick break. Go ahead and put in chat what I should be up to. Be right back. Okay. Welcome back, I think. Yep. So what am I missing? Awakening of Vitu-Ghazi with a Kappa. I'll just ignore that. Nissa seems mediocre. Nissa's okay. It's elemental, but there isn't a big use for the mana, and this is a more aggro-y version of the deck. Steamkin. We actually have a lot of red. That is true. I think the sacrifices for Steamkin are the Seer and the Risen Reef. Maybe we don't sacrifice Risen Reef. Definitely not a value-y card, though. Not too many notes from the peanut gallery this time. I don't know if I like this. I guess Thunderkin Awakener can bring it back. You get like a one-turn attack with it, I guess. It's not what I would call great. Maybe we'll even out the shocks and the lava coils since I'm not sure which is going to be better in the format. Or we'll just put in some lightning strike as well. Do something like that. So there was something I saw today, and it was pretty amazing. Where is the... I don't remember the name of it. It's a 3-mana elemental in green. Overgrowth elemental. This. So this card says, when Overgrowth elemental enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on another target elemental you control. Whenever another creature you control dies, you gain 1 life. If that creature was an elemental, put a counter on Overgrowth elemental. So this says, so dies. Now, something I definitely did not notice about Chandra, Acolyte of Flame, this is a really bizarre interaction that I'm not used to. Most things that say, create 2 red 1/1 elemental creature tokens, they gain haste. It says sacrifice them at the beginning of the next end step. It doesn't say exile them at the beginning of the next end step. Sacrifice is draw, or is not draw, is dies. So these die at the beginning of your end step instead of being exiled. So that means each time they die, you gain a life and you gain 2 +1/+1 counters if you have an Overgrowth elemental. That's a pretty bizarre interaction that I definitely didn't catch. Somebody had to do that to me. It was absurdly good. Like, I thought for sure it wouldn't trigger the Chandra because I've read this kind of effect so many times, but Sacrifice is different. And that's kind of amazing. So that's something I want to try out. This one says create 2 1/1s, but they don't die. They get to stay around. So I do think we want to try this in some amount. So I wanted to try that. I still don't like the Steamkin. I think it's old news, and I think this deck might be able to abuse other engines better. I don't know if I should have 4 Thunderkin Awakeners. It is a good combo with the Overgrowth Elemental, though. I don't know that we need the cat. Like, the cat's interesting, I just don't know if it's good. Maybe 2 is a decent number. But I think I want to try something a lot like this. I really want to try abusing this Overgrown Elemental Chandra synergy. It's pretty bonkers. Is it too janky to try this Chandra with Cruel Celebrant? No, probably not. Again, I missed that interaction before and I probably wrote it off. So I can put that on my list. I've got a list over here. We'll put it as Chandracrats for aristocrats of things to try. I think we can run with 2 Kitty. I don't think that's unreasonable. Now, I'm also wondering if I even want Shock, quite honestly, because I love it, but flashing it back with Acolyte Flame isn't nearly as good as the Coil or the Strike. We're a little bit glutted at 3. And Shock can kill a turn 1 Llanowar elf. So maybe we just have to try it, right? Alright, let's just play it and see how it goes. Although I do think with this deck being very mid-rangey, I just feel like I need more oomph out of my removal spells, even if we are glutted at the 2. This curve is pretty great. We don't have many expensive things. We kind of top out at the Omnath. And this is definitely a take on an aggressive elemental deck, and I'm not sure how that's going to play out, but I think it's worth giving a look at, see how this goes. You can be the highlight for now and see if it's any good. My hair is looking fresh. Thank you. Take much pride in it. Let's export this baby. We'll tune it as we go. If anybody of you want a direct link to the deck list, there it is. We'll play this, but we're probably going to tune it some. Don't get married to the 60. Don't get married to the 60, folks. I guess if we draw a land, we're in good shape. It has to be a blue or a green land. Seems like the odds of that are decent. No removal spell on the draw is scary, but we'll try. We don't know what we're playing against. Oh, we're playing against the funnest deck in the format. The only deck that matters. Ooh, 2 Awakeners is kind of meh. And 2 of these Scorchers are the only 2 in the deck against red is pretty extra meh. Alright, opponent has removal. So playing the Trailblazer is probably a waste. This has haste, but I just won't attack with it. It'll be a blocker, they can shock it. Yeah, 2 mana 1/2 doesn't feel very good against red, does it? I mean, okay, lightning. Could be worse. I think all the value we're going to try to accumulate won't do us any good in this matchup. We will have Scorcher Awakener combos to make a bunch of tokens if the opponent's Chain Whirler, if they don't have more Chain Whirlers. Wow, try hard. All right, down to 7. What else you got? Nothing? Play you. This is where we do need that other creature, though. That creature I just added to the deck would be very good here. Gaining a life when our stuff dies would be really good. Let's go for it. See if we can get you off the board. Okay. What's that mean about their hand? If it's not burn spells, what is it? Pyromancer? Oh. Okay. Well, they tapped out, so... Trailblazer. Thunderkin Awakener. This will let us to bring back the Scorcher, make a whole bunch more creatures, get him for 4, say go. Hey Jayfrey, welcome to the show. Could we do an MTG bot command of Jayfrey's reasons to hate Magic Arena? You could just every day give us a few more reasons to hate Magic Arena, or just give us one, and we could put it in the bot command as like, and it would just feed us a random one, kind of like quotes. I think that would be funny. Is there such a thing? Is there a way to do this? So I think that game was over the second we were on the draw, unfortunately. I'm curious if the matchup's that bad or if that was just that horrible of a hand against them. We had no removal spells. We didn't have that champion who gains life. We didn't even have Omnath to kill something. Like, it was... I think that was an unplayable matchup with the hand we kept. I think it would be a really fun command. Jayfrey's reasons to hate Magic Arena. I don't know. I love it. It's my own idea. Copyright it. Well, I'll split all the profits from it with you, 50-50. Ouch. I wonder if you take the reef here. Right, how about you, Justice? Justice, can you think of a command to do that? Can we make a command that would normally, like every day we could add, it's like the quote command, right? We want to be able to add to it and then get a random one whenever we want it. Is that possible? Yeah, they took the reef. I think that's the right play with this being a value-based thing. Yeah, don't beat 'em up, Pokemon. If you're not playing Mono Red or Thought Erasure, you need to have a pretty good collection, or you need to have a good reason not to. And some people just don't know how to make other decks. They're waiting for a tournament or something. Don't be too hard on them. I get it. Thought Eraser's really good. Runaway Steamkin's really good. I get it. I'm sure Right Justice is looking into it right now, seeing if we can create something like that. Wow, all that for a tap land? Tyrant Scorn is a thing, I guess. So I could just pump this. Hit for 5 if the opponent's like trying to think about Kaya's Wrath, but if they have a removal spell, that's a really bad play. So I'm just in this kind of nasty spot, right? But I think what I'll do is I'll go for an Overgrowth Elemental on another Trailblazer, on this Trailblazer. If the opponent kills it, this gets bigger. They both get bigger, and then the opponent has to have the Kaya's Wrath. If they have a Wrath, like, anyway, and just sweep these up, it's like, that's really sad. We have to top deck a Chandra, something really good. And go to 7, all right? Okay. Could have been a lot worse. Oh my, that's lethal. Got him, team.
The Hellion to start some fire. Say hi to my fiery friends.
Get him, kitty. We did it, kitty. Yeah, baby. There we go. A little more explosive than you thought it would be, I think. I run a meta Phoenix deck, so I'm part of the problem. Hey, no problems. People gotta figure this stuff out. Not sure it's possible unless quotes get dedicated to Jayfree. Quotes, she's got better quotes than I do. I'll check it out myself, Justice. I think it's a fun idea. Maybe we should have a Discord channel for it. Oh, that's it. We'll have a Discord channel where we'll just put in, like, so Jayfree, give us a reason. We'll make a Discord channel. We'll just add a reason every day. We'll just build them up over time. It'll be really, really fun. It'll just be a Discord channel. If we could start at 1, you know, some people would love that for continuity. People get really sensitive. All right, let's have red mana available for the Lava Coil. We're on the draw. We might see this turn to Steamkin. Oh, red-green. Well, can't do anything there. One of the reasons must be red. I agree. That is 100% legit. We can't shoot the Paradise Druid, so we may as well get our creeping Trailblazer out. Just here creeping, guys. Just creeping hard. Red has to be on the list, I agree. All right. That is a thing I can kill. I don't really want to play something else right now either. That just has to go. I am glad I drew a Lava Coil in this spot and not a Shock. Just as something to keep in mind when deciding what removal spells to run, I think I cut a Shock for a Lava Coil. Now we also have Baby Chandra who can flash back that Lava Coil if our opponent has another Phoenix, but we need 5 mana to make it happen. This right now does 2 damage to a target if our Creeping Trailblazer lives. Okay. We got some mana, what are we doing? Ouch. As a 5/4. So I think the play is going to be to kill this. I think it is. I think that's a pretty good deal in this spot. And now the opponent can't really fight. If they use Domri to fight, the Omnath is a trade. So let's see what they've got. But they don't want that on the board if I draw land, that's for sure. If I draw a land, Omnath starts getting really good. Rude. Now it's also out of lava coil range. Rock me, baby. Holy crap. I am dead. I just can't deal with that until I can play Chandra the Awakened Inferno. Alright. We could play Baby Chandra and attack this for 2. We'd also play the Ember Cat and Lightning Strike it. I think having the cat out, that's 1 mana closer to the Inferno, which is our way back. Alright. It's not a 2-turn clock anymore either, notably. With Domri out of the picture, it does 5, not 6. Blast Zone? Some aggressive red-green. We did it, team. We're the frickin' champions of Magic. We're the frickin' champions. Yeah, read it. Oh, the opponent's like, why didn't I kill the cat? Maybe they have a way to. Pew! Get him! I was like, a Collision Colossus would really break my heart right there. Oh, if our Chandra gets to live. If our Chandra gets to live. Blast Zone up to 3, that is a sign. That is a sign. Ember Cat, MVP. So we also have this combo in hand. Are you ready for it? The opponent... Oh wait, they have this on 3. We don't want to do this right now. They have that on 3. It's a bad deal. It's a bad deal to play our 3-drops. Fortunately, we drew a good 4-drop to play. Let's start though by sending the kitty after him. Here, kitty, kitty. Oh, I could have plussed this and hit for 4. You guys can punt that if you want to. Give myself an oops. Yeah, I still love you, kitty. I still love you. Battle face! Battle, 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 battle. Battle, battle, battle. Alright, now that we've charged this up, the opponent can blow up Big Chandra, but we can do combo things. When they draw a land, they might have had that in their hand. We still don't know their they might have a mystery card here. A Lightning Strike would be really brutal. Okay. Okay. Oh god, you're gonna see the combo. You're gonna see it, team. What do I want the counter on? I guess it doesn't matter too much. Kitty's fine. Kitty is worthy. Make the elementals. Plus the elementals. Swing. Alright, end of turn. Sacrifice these. Gain 2 life. You are now a 5/4. Game over, man. That was a close one. I thought that giant school growl breaker was going to wreck us. Oh, hey guys. We ranked up. That's a giveaway here on Channel CGB. So, if you want to win some free Magic cards shipped anywhere in the world to your door from CGB, this is my collection that I'm giving away. We've got a few chase cards in here. This is an Arcbound Ravager just added to the deck of wonders. Modern playable $40 bill, Arcbound Ravager, original from Darksteel. Also hanging out in the deck is a Bloodstained Mire, modern playable fetch land, $25 to $30 bill there. So you're going to want in on this. And along the way, a whole bunch of like bulk rares from Zendikar. Some things that throw back to my Magic Duels days, things like that. So if you want to win some cards from the Deck of Wonders, what you need to do in chat right now, and you don't have to be a sub, anybody can enter this one. Subs get 6 draws from the deck, non-subs get 3, but only one person will win. And that is Plat 2, I think we just won? Hold on. What did I just get to? Plat 1. All right, Plat 1. Type Plat 1, one word, just the way I have it presented here. Just like I just demonstrated. Put that in chat if you want to win some free cards. Don't feel bad about it. I've already purchased the shipping, even if it's international. I already have the stamps purchased. Anybody can win. Takes about a month and a half to get them, especially international. I only ship my giveaways every now and then, like once a month. I plan to ship my giveaways for last month this weekend. So if you get in on this giveaway, you might get shipped quicker than normal. So it's a really good giveaway to enter. Let me get my Scryfall thing ready. Chrome. We do this every time we rank up, so get hyped. All right, the winner of the giveaway is... Yeah, you get to win this stuff just for watching. Hat Life MTG. Hat Life MTG, you are the winner. I see you've got a Twitch Prime icon. Maybe you already committed your Twitch Prime sub, but if you sub before we draw your third card, you'll get 6 draws instead of just 3 from the deck. So if anybody is a gambling addict and you want to gift a sub, that works as well. But just to let you know, if you're thinking about it, if you want to get a few more draws from the deck, you just have to be a sub before we draw your last card. Your first 3 are totally legit, and then the next 3 are if you are a sub. So, card number 1. Undergrowth Champion. I love this card. I was mad this wasn't in Magic Duels back in the day. Undergrowth Champion is a mythic rare from Zendikar. Close to bulk rare pricing, $1.25. Not a mind blower, but a very fun card. It's an elemental. It should definitely go in this deck. It says if damage would be dealt to Undergrowth Champion while it has a +1/+1 counter on it, prevent the damage and remove a +1/+1 counter. Landfall, put a +1/+1 counter on Undergrowth Champion. This would have been a really sweet card to reprint for this set. Next one. Jory and Ruin Diver. I think that's a good commander, but what do I know? Jory and Ruin Diver. This is a fun card that was in duels. So this one is a Merfolk Wizard rare. 1 blue, red. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, draw a card 2/3. It's a very fun one as well. I love just any card having draw a card attached to it when it's your second spell. And you can do it on your turn, you cast 2 spells, draw a card. Your opponent's turn, 2 spells, draw a card. Crazy. Last one. Here we go. Crime will be jealous. This is Nissa, the Vastwood Seer. Nissa Vastwood Seer was a major player in its day in Standard, and here, a $10 bill, as some people obviously think of her fondly. So you can still get $10 according to this for Magic Origins Nissa Vastwood Seer. When it enters the battlefield, search your library for a forest, reveal it, put it in your hand, shuffle. Whenever a land enters the battlefield, if you control 7 or more lands, exile Nissa, return her transformed. And then it transforms into a Planeswalker, Nissa the Sage Animist. +1, reveal the top card if it's a land, battlefield, otherwise hand, just like Risen Reef. -2, 4/4, Elemental. I really want this actually reprinted right now with the Elemental deck. And -7, untap 6 lands, they become 6/6 elemental creatures. They are still lands. Nice job, dude. Those are your winnings. I'm gonna take this down. So I'm going to need your address. The best way to communicate with me is on Discord. If you have it, you should join my Discord server my Discord server, and message me. If you don't have Discord, we can do Twitch DMs here. I'm going to send you one right now. Respond with your address try to do it within 24 hours, and I'll get these shipped to you the next time I send out the giveaways. And congratulations, thanks for watching, thanks for entering. Giving away my collection one rank up at a time. Let's get into the next game. All right, not a great hand. Too many 4-drops. I think London Mulligan says you get rid of that hand. We can keep this one and hope to draw land. Now that we don't get to scry, it's a lot scarier, but I'm going to keep it, and I'm going to put the Chandra on the bottom because I think that's the worst card in the hand right now. But we have some lightning strikes to stay alive. What was that pet select button? I don't know. As far as I know, this is the only pet. I think I should have the lightning strike available for the Pyromancer or the Viashin or the Steamkin that comes down. It just really sucks. I don't really want to play this without putting the counter on something, so I guess we just play this. Name Elemental, say go, because we might go tap land lightning strike again next turn. The land pre-combat tells me they shouldn't be a light up the stage. Wow. I didn't see that coming. I guess I'll put this out. It's likely to die, but if it doesn't, the Overgrown Elemental does something. But I have a 1-2, I guess, to block the Firebrand. You gotta absorb damage somehow. Okay. Okay. Are you gonna sack 2 Firebrands to kill that? That's pretty hateful. It's a lot of fear. Alright, they're not doing it. It's a good draw. If we play the Omnath, though, and try to use it with this, they'll just sack this in response and their Steamkin lives. So I think it's Lightning Strike Steamkin. This is going to be a tough game. I'm not sure quite what's going to happen, but this is a good start. We're not quite dead. We need to get rid of the field, but we have Lava Coil in the deck. Okay, our opponent is frickin' relentless, but they don't have many burn spells. They just have a bunch of dorks. And right now the dorks aren't doing much. Let's see if the opponent will sack their Firebrands when they see the Overgrowth Elemental. No, they will not. So we don't want to let the opponent untap and possibly play a red spell, put the trigger on the stack, and then be able to play... Actually, they can, right? We just have to wait till there's 1 trigger on the stack, and then we respond with the strike, because they only have 1 card going to 2. Hey, MTG Nerd Girl, can we get a streamer shout out? Welcome to the show. Our opponent heads upstairs. I love this. All right, so we want to get the trigger on the stack here from this Steamkin. We respond with a zap. Even if they could play another card, it wouldn't save it. Let's get that thing out of the way. Nerd Girl, local celebrity. A lot of you know her. Don't forget to say hi. Hey, Grotlick. How you doing today? Thanks for coming by the show. The stage is being lit. Those are just land. What does Fanatical Firebrand do? If you take out the Overgrown Elemental, the Awakener can bring it back. I don't think I block here. If I bring the 3-2 back attacking, it makes this, what, a 2-3, a 3-4? Chain Whirler can't block it, but it can block the other one. But then the Omnath can come back the next turn, so no blocks. The opponent's getting a little floody. I think we're definitely in this one now. Bring you back, pump here, so that now Omnath can come back when we need it to. Takes that out, hit you for 3. Now Locust of the Royal coming down, kill your Lava Runner, and play Unclaimed Territory, name Elemental, put a +1/+1 counter on the Omnath. So it's too big for a Lightning Strike to kill it. And we are fighting, which, by the way, this is back in the graveyard to come back next turn and keep growing the Awakener. Oh, what do you do? So if this survives combat, which it won't, the Chain Whirler will just block it. What else can you do? You can bring back a Lightning Strike. That's it, right? That's the nuts. So after that, we want to attack with the Awakener. This returns to the battlefield attacking. We put a +1/+1 counter on, I assume, the Awakener. The opponent doesn't love their blocks. They probably block this here. And then we have Omnath back to block a Lava Runner, something like that. I think that's really good. And we can potentially protect Chandra for a turn or two.
Too bad.
I guess they've had enough. Red player doesn't like me having options. Red player, run away. Oh my goodness. Red player doesn't like new cards. Red player just wants red face. Thank you for the follow, Van Flick. Red player only smork. We're going to battle with the letter L times 6. And caps lock. We'd have to draw land. It's like all the things we want if we draw 1 land and it makes red. And it's all the things we really, really want if we draw 2 lands. What do you guys think? Keep or mull? Talk to me, chat. What's your take on this? I have my opinion. I know what I'd do alone. I want to know what you'd do. Have you had luck with the Elemental deck? Yeah, there's been some luck along the way. Al says mull. Nobody else quite chiming in. This must be a tough one. We got 2 keeps. We've got a Yu-Gi-Oh! Whatever that means. We have another mull. This is a risky one. On the draw, it's really tough, right? The mulls have it right now, but I would have kept. But I think you talked me into a mull here. Hey, Battlecry. Haven't seen you in a minute. How you doing? This is good. We can keep this. I think the worst card is... because if we draw a blue source, the Omnath is gas, and we have to draw land anyway, so I think the Pyromancer is the worst card. The Scorcher works with the Thunderkin Awakener, which we're going to have to decide whether or not to run that out. White mana. Not blue mana. I don't think I want to play this. I think I want to combine it with the Scorcher, but I don't know. White mana, is that mono white? They're probably not going to kill this anyway. It might be really good to have on the battlefield, so let's get it on. Let's elemental this shaman. Hey Max, it is me, it's CGB. Nice alias V emotes you got there. I got a few of my own. Obnoxious Mole? What? What are you talking about? Ooh, angels? Merchant says magic is easy. Just draw what you want. Yeah, I know. Trust me. I could have tried a bluff attack, but I don't really like it. What do you do? It's a 3-mana angel, if you would gain life, gain this much +1, +5, +5, or it becomes a 4/4 if you have 25 or more life. This is not going well, team. This is not good. If the opponent gains any more life, this will be a 4/4. If I throw these into the wind, but what am I really gaining? I'm not gaining anything. I need these on the board, so if I draw a blue source, I can Omnath some things. I get your next Prime sub, don't worry. Oh, I was worried, dude. I was gonna be up all night. Blackwater Park, by the way, speaking of a Prime sub, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. Let's pet the kitty for you. There we go. I told you, we were just holding off to get that blue source so we could do some of this. Now you get a spirit. So does attacking do anything? Not really. This can bring this back and gain 2 more, but I don't need that many right now unless my opponent plays something else particularly huge. I've got 2 8/10 element decks that would like reviewing. Would you mind a look? My subs can send me a deck to look at once a month on the Discord. I try to keep up with that. It's really hard for me, to be honest. And I also don't stop the stream to do that without, I think it's like a $10 donation to bump your deck to the top of my stream queue, just to give you a heads up on how it works. Do I let this go? It's gonna be a 4/4 for the foreseeable future. The opponent's at 30. So do I just use my reefs to try to build some value right now? Yeah, I'm at 12. I can kill this. The opponent attacks for 5. I think I need to try to hit some value. Okay, that's something. Yeah, so now we have 2 blue sources. I think next turn is going to be very explosive. Do I send the elementals trying to get the opponent to block? They do need to keep their life total high to keep their angel tough. But no, I think we better be ready in case they play something larger. Let's hold them back. Did I brew any vampire decks? Absolutely. I think aggressive vampires are where it's at. Have you tried Kalia? I don't remember what Kalia does, so probably not, or I just forgot the name. Yeah, that's rough. That is rough. Let's start here. Gonna need some good hits. Like a removal spell would be really nice. Still haven't hit one. I want to hit the land drop. I think that's better if I tap the cat. I can't get a Trailblazer down this turn and play the Omnath, but I can pump something. A +1/+1 counters on the Awakener start getting really good. Down, Lyra. Crap. Don't have the mana for you. Those are both... No, this one's not Summoning Sick, right? Our opponent's at 41? That's too much. So we're still dead. We can't get them under the life total. Oh well. Almost got there, but Angel of Vitality, too strong, and not even a card I've really had on my mind. Didn't draw any removal. I think we were a Lava Coil or Lightning Strike from True Glory, but oh well. Wonder what I could have done different. Maybe just throwing my tokens away earlier, try to keep the life total in line, but they were at 41. I don't think that would do it. I don't know. You guys see anything? Why no Cruel Celebrants or Sanctum Seeker? Sanctum Seeker is probably too expensive and not strong enough. It's only good when you're attacking, can be removed at instant speed, so yeah, you get nothing out of your 4-drop. I would not play it in a deck right now. Cruel Celebrant is only good when the opponent is wiping the board and killing your stuff, but there may be room for it in an aggressive build. So I'm not sold necessarily on no Cruel Celebrants. I'm definitely sold on no Sanctum Seekers. What is your emotional connection to Emrakul? Do I have one? Not that I know of. What's your emotional connection to Emrakul? I think you're making something up. I think you're making up something that's not there. Okay, our opponent was on the play and turbo ramped. Looks bad for us. Kill the guy making the spirits. I couldn't. I never at any point had a removal spell to take it out. I guess I could have omnapped it, but at that point I was being killed by the flyers. So I don't think I missed an opportunity on that. If I'd had like a turn 2 lava coil, I would have considered it. And I definitely consider it in hindsight. Well, they're just doing the thing, aren't they? Let's see if they have a payoff on them. Do they have something to do with all this mana that they're dropping? Bond of Flourishing for Nissa, who shakes the world, as a payoff. I think we're gonna get run out of the yard on this one, team. I guess the Novice Pyromancer might help. Let's go for Scorcher, and the next turn we can Pyromance, or we could play this now, minus it, and Lava Coil nothing. For 5, 6, 7. City's Blessing is a little bit from happening. If I have this on the board, yeah, I probably want to plus it for the elementals next turn, huh? Or I can do Overgrown Elemental Chandra combo. But I can't get the mana and do the plus on the same turn. So I think I just need to set up. Yeah. Remember, the Swordtooth can't block. There isn't a City's Blessing yet. If we draw a land, the Novice Pyromancer, we can plus the whole team. If we don't, well, we might also be able to Chandra Lava Coil, take out the forest. Trailblazer. Trailblazer Lava Coil is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage. That can kill the Nissa. That's a... Wait, no, it can't. Because we have to tap this. You have this to block. So Nissa doesn't take that much. I think we play this Chandra then, because next turn we can make mana with it and use Chandra and Lava Coil. So we play this. We use the Lava Coil. Okay, we can attack with 2, Grazer can block 1, and then we can have a 1/1 back to block the new land. And we want this in the graveyard because of Thunderkin Awakener. So let's go ahead and send these 2 at the Nissa, check it for 1. Piss off indeed. You're living up to your name, but opinions are fine. Ooh, they hit another land. Are they going to get to ascend to this Swordtooth? What do you think the new standard meta will be? Esper and Mono Red. I haven't seen anything strong enough to compete with that yet. Oh, and Nissa decks. Don't forget Nissa. Just curve out Nissa. I haven't seen anything quite strong enough, but I'd love to be wrong. It would be nice to be wrong.
Always lead to destruction. Rise, my enemies' friend.
Okay, enough of this. Pretty sure that game was over on like the turn 3 Nissa. But that's the way it goes. Oh, if we had also drawn another land at any point there, we would have been fine. But, oh well. Pretty good, and we're on the play. We don't have a removal spell, which is always the bane of best of one, when the opponent just has the nuts and you can't kill it, but maybe the Omnath will do us some good. It can be a removal spell if our cat lives. Here, kitty kitty. Hey, monkey fish, how you doing today? Are we mono red again? That's not looking good for the cat. Mono red loves to shock the cat. Power up. We still have to go for it. But man, do we need to draw one of those 12 3-drops. Mono red. They're like, we haven't seen this card before. Am I supposed to kill it? Do I kills it? No, the opponent shocks face to light up stage. Hey, Luke, welcome to the show. No land, 2 frenzy. Love it. Best light up the stage ever. I'm tempted to give that a nice. So we could drop the Omnath. We could also drop the Scorcher. I actually don't think the answer is to drop either right here. This doesn't have a good target for the ability, and you want to play it when you can also play a land to give it a +1/+1 counter. And this, I don't want to play right into a Chain Whirler. So I'm going to send in the Ember Cat. Going to play second Ember Cat. Going to drop a Breeding Pool. And we're going to try to play Omnath when we can A, kill something with it, and B, make it a 4/4. The stage got mega lit, Slothbeard. All right, here comes a full price Wizard's Lightning. What do you guys think? If I go for you, like a Chain Whirler's really bad. I think I'm better off just dropping this right now. I don't think the ETB is the most important thing. I think the 4/4 and climbing body is the important thing. So let's just get this thing growing. If the opponent's full price Wizard's Lightninging, I don't know if they can deal with a 4-power card right now. There's the Chain Whirler, so it makes a lot of sense that we didn't play the Scorcher. Let's keep it growing. Instead of keep it going, we'll keep it growing. Because we have a lot of land, unfortunately. Omnath coming at you for 5. How you doing? Now we'll make the 1/1s, or will we? What do you guys think? Is there a second Chain Whirler here? These have haste. Let's at least play them when it can get in there. Let's chill. The opponent hitting me might enable some spectacle shenanigans. I think we just have to roll with that. No attack. So now your plan is to block. Now your plan is to block, then Lightning Strike. Okay. I'm gonna keep growing my Omnath. Bigger and bigger. Now we can play a Trailblazer. This can become a 5/5 at instant speed, make the opponent use multiple things on it. We can also play the Scorcher here if we want to, though. If the opponent blocks here, they take 1, 2, 3. 3 plus 6, 9. Not quite dead. I still think I hold it and keep up this activation if the opponent wants to Lightning Strike this Trailblazer. I think we're getting further and further ahead, especially with our opponent doing nothing with their mana this turn. Plus we're getting close to having 8 lands, which makes us draw a card if you keep drawing land. And the opponent does nothing with their mana, nothing with their turn. That has to be pretty good for us. Okay. We found Runaway Steamies. Oh, we're playing out stuff now. Wonder why they played out nothing last turn. So I think next turn, this is the turn coming up, right? If we hold back the cat, we can have a pump available for this, and we can play the Scorcher. And this has 1 too many toughness to be chain struck. But we draw Risen Reef. How great is that? It's pretty great. Oh, this might have been the turn to like swing in. But man, do I want to do Risen Reef things. What can I say? Why hasn't the opponent scooped yet? They're making me think. These monsters. Just imagine the value that the Scorcher will generate. It's a Lightning Strike. That's so good. So if the opponent responds by shooting down the reef, then they have to block here, and they can block here and take 8. And then I have the Lightning Strike for lethal. This could get absolutely absurd if the Risen Reef lives, and it looks like the triggers are on the stack. We draw a card for each land we hit, or we just draw cards. Oh yeah. Sexy, sexy. How does this have haste? I forget. Does this give all elementals haste? Elementals you control gain haste. Hype. So is everybody in? You have to block here, then you can block here and here and take 8. Yeah. Their blocks are predetermined. Hey, Taylor Renee. Just brain farting my way through some elemental play. Can we get a streamer command for Taylor Renee in chat? How you doing tonight? Today. I'm sure the day is young where you are. West Coast, I think. Thanks for stopping by my show. All right, you did that. How are you going to kill it? Double blocking it, I don't think is really an option. It's not an option. That was a mistake. You die for this. I guess you go to 1 and all your things die? Like that's a lethal block. It's a lethal block. This quarter has been busy. I'm glad you're busy. Most places aren't too busy right now. Most of my like the 2 companies I do are not busy. Looks like the opponent's chosen to go quietly into the darkness. Show him what's up, kitty. Got him. Red deck dead. Man, you make those red decks block more often than not. I don't know how many times red decks have just blocked their way to lethal against me, to be honest. All right. Well, it's actually past my stream time, you guys. Gotta go spend time with the wife, then do some writing for Tempo Storm. That's my evening. Make sure you check out some of the streamers that have stopped by today. I saw Taylor Renee, MTG Nerdgirl was here. So they're evening streamers if you need some entertainment. And many of you, of course, know of them already. But thank you so much for watching my show. Thank you for going on the journey with me. I like this elemental deck. I am not sure, like I love Thunderkin Awakener, Overgrown, Elemental. Maybe these don't need to be 4-0s. Maybe there's some trimming there to be done. And maybe these removal spells are to be played with. The Scampering Scorcher was good. Novice Pyromancer did not impress me. This is probably the card I like the least out of everything here, and I would consider trimming cutting it. A 4th Omnath would be nice. Another Chandra Awakened Inferno would be nice. Anyway, that's where I'm going to leave it for today. Thank you for watching the show. I'm going to host somebody else for you in just a moment. After I play some ads on the way out, the ads support the channel. You can also leave a tip, you can follow, you can sub, you can do all those nice things. Also, I just started coaching. I did a coaching session today at $30 an hour. You can get private time with me, share your games with me, and I give you notes of what I would have done differently, maybe help you out a little bit. Thank you for watching the show. I'll see you tomorrow, and yeah, it'll be fun. Later, my friends. Good night.